Talk about coincidence. I'm watching a movie called 88. Actually, it's not the name of the movie, but it said Earth 88. Maybe it is the name of the movie, but I'm not quite sure. I never am. I try my best. I do all I could, but that's the way it is. 88. Everything that resembles an 88 always stands out with 11, 11, 11 above and below, from left to right, with 1 and 1 will be your M and E, because that's what it ends up to be. The M letter comes out of 2 N letters. What is the center? The center could be the arrow going through. It could be the 1 splitting up 2 sides. It could be the 2 diagonal or digital, because 2 is here and here. Unless I turn it this way, 2 is here and here. So if you're looking for a 2, 7, you're looking for here, here, 3 and 7 across in the letter Z. Otherwise, you're looking for the N, artificial intelligence, on this 1 and 9. That's the number scheme. If you're looking at low shoe, top corner 4, bottom corner 6. Zion, Israel, with 1 splitting through. If you're looking for low shoe, you're looking at 2 in this corner, 8 in this corner. This is the cycle between N and Z. N14, Z26, 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals 5 and 4. And plus N14 equals 5 and 4, 9. Z26, 2 times 6, 2 plus 6 equals 12 equals 20. 20 and 29 equals 49. 7 times 7 equals 49. The 7th gate. Just a commencement of thoughts that I'm putting together. If you go down and you're looking for odds, you're looking at 1 to 9. I don't know the exact calculation of 1 to 9, but I do know the payout is 2.10 or 5 cents for 1 to 9. You get 5 cents. Okay, on $1, you get 10 cents on $2. So you need a dime, and the minimum payout for win, play, show is 10 cents. This is just one of the designs I saw. It looks like it seems to be opening up, but I don't have the rest of the markings in here. Half of 98, which is the high sky, 9 and 8 is 17. 9 times 8 is 72, equals to 89 reversed. 8 and 9, 17. 9 and 8, 17. 17, 17. Equals to 34, standard for 1. 1, 2, 4, the spirit inside the cat. 3 is the diagonal, 1, 2, 4, 124. Give me a second. I hear a cat crying in my room, and I want to see. Did you want to come out, pussy, pussy? Did you want to come out? I'll leave that door like that. Sorry about that. Oh, there she comes. Okay, great. Great, great, great. Looks like the color is slightly off on here. I want to take a look. And we're going to rise this color. We're going to lower this color. We're going to rise this color. Okay, let's leave it at that. I went down to the falls today, but I didn't fall down. I'm looking in my book. I'm trying to see what I have to look at. I did go over something today that had to do with 13, 14, 15, 16. They are in the teen family. Area space, T-E-E-N. It's 2 letters, T and N. T20, N14. T20 equals to 26, back to the same result as before. 20 plus 14 equals to 34, equals to 1 DC. Now we're going to go back in this. If I have to recalculate things, we've done this before. I have opened up the wrong book. Opening up the wrong book and into the star system. When you start at 1, here's the star system. 3 in the corner, 3 in the corner, 3 in the corner. This is a snowflake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 16. And 17 reconnects. If you have 2 stars, you have 34 DC. 1 star here, 1 star here. If you have 3 stars, it creates the club. 51 equals to Mars, 19. 17 times 3 is 51. If you have 4 stars, it's 68. Once you get 4 stars, you automatically get the center. The center becomes the arrow that goes through. It's a flesh. It is the skin. It becomes 168, or the 7 days in the week of 24 hours. Now I'm looking for the book that I put down. It's right here. I've been working on this today. I went down to the waterfall, and I'm going to try and see what I can work out. This is a piece of what I began with. Number 1 goes 1, 10, 19, 28. The total is 58. We must add 60 because it's 0, 1. 60 becomes 11 and 8, which is the letters of K and H. Now, if you want to look at kilowatt hours, we could, but it's also the cycle. It's an energy cycle because 11 equals to 2, and it is the next repetition of 258, 258. Becomes the cycle of 28, but because 10 equals to 6, 10 equals to 16 within the light, add 6 equals to 34 DC, 1 equals to 34 DC. We move it over, 1, 10, 19, 28. We end up with 2, 3, 4, 4, and 9. 4 and 9, 4 times 9, 36, and 13 equals 49. 7 times 7 is 49. The 1 is the 7th gate inside the 7th gate. That is your 1. Trying to look over all the things that I did today. We went over, I started calculating the roulette numbers, and what I started with was, excuse me for being a little latent, can I say latent or offset? I have 4, then I skip 1 number, I have 2, then I skip 1, 2, 3 numbers, and I have 6, then I skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I have 8, then I skip 1, 2, and then I have 5, then I skip 1, 2, 3, then I have 1, and then I skip 1, 2, 3, then I have 9, then I have 1, 2, 3, then I have 7, 1, 2, 3, and then I have 3. What are these? These are all the numbers that are under 10. What I would like to go back to is 4 will end up equaling to 10 down here. I'm not going to count the positions yet, but I'm just showing you how I'm thinking. 2 will end up to be 8. 2 comes over here, 2 positions away from 8. 8 and 10 is the number I just did, and that is the key. So what we do now is I am going to multiply and add before I add 2. 0, 2 equals 62. 6 and 2 is 8, and is the Z letter. Z and N come together with 2. We will not be using that right now. I will be just going like this. 2 times 6, 2 plus 6 equals to 12, and 8, 20. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 plus 6 is 12, equals to 48. Area space, half the area space, because 4 is half of 8. We go down to the next one, which is 8. I'm only using the numbers 9 and below to 1. 8 times 6 is 48. Again, 8 is inside 6, 48. 6 and 8 come back together, and 14, which is the circumference of the numbers inside a cube, because that's what I'm using. 48 equals to 62, and again, this number comes back to the letters Z and N come together in 8, the split. 30 and 11 from 5 equals to 41. When we come down to the bottom, the answer is 369 as a total. The answer is 99 as an addition, and 270 or 3/4. Okay, 3/4. Now we always ask ourselves, the diameter is 3, right? And 3 parts of 90, 3/4, because the other part is the fit. It's the fit, the open and the fit. They fit together. So we have a combination of 270, 99, 369. Now we're going to go plus 6 equals to 375. Divide 375 by anything you almost like, because that is the marking. 1 to 36 is 37. 0.5 is the half between two sides. 276, 277. That's October 4th this year, and every other year except for the leap year. Otherwise, it's October 3rd. That would mean alternate current is used in that year, because although every single year that's a leap year, it's actually 1 day, 24 hours, 3 years in a row we do not get, although we're actually going 0.25 of the year, 365.25, we do not use that. We use, oh, here it is, 365.47, 365 days, 47. The fractal time I will not tell you right now, because apparently we don't know it exactly, but the quarter time we do know, 25, 625, 365.47. Since it's 365.25 is what they say is a year because of how they use the leap year, there's 0.22 left over. 0.22, 2 times 2, 2 plus 4 is 4, and 4 is 8. The half cycle. Don't forget, it's these 2 here, these 3 here, these 2 here, 5 is in between. These 2 here, these 3 here, these 2 here. 8 and 12 is 20, and 14 is 34, and 6 is 40. There's your 40. There's many ways to get 40. 8426 equals to 20, 7931. Now, if we multiply 1 times 3 times 7, 21, times 9 is 189. 189. If we multiply 2 times 4 times 6 times 8 equals to 384. That is a Hebrew leap year on average. 384. 38.4 says Mars Creation Church. Why? Because Venus is 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 Venus left, 2 Venus right, 2 Venus above, 2 Venus below 5, and that's the way it is. 2 times 2 is 4, by 2 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 2 equals to 6 because you're moving over, you're adding. It's the same line. So we did that, right? But there's a lot more. There's a lot more. I'm going to go over it real quick. I must take every single line all the way down to the bottom. 8, do you see the 8? Because it's split. It's in the center. All the single numbers end up in the center because they're two worlds. This one has a backbone. See the 4? It shows over to the left. You know what number 4 is? For me, number 4 is like this. There's number 4. See that? That's my little thing sticking forward and back. You ever see the number 4? Cross your legs. You got number 4. And your backbone against the seat. Elbows out. Anyways, I was driving down the bike path yesterday, and I saw these two men with guns in their holsters down the bike path, driving. What the hell's going on? You know what the problem is? It's not the mental that's the problem. Because they keep taking away jobs and keep taking away opportunities and keep taking and taking, and they come on TV and they are all over in the newspapers and advertising. I see it all the time, and it's like we're giving, and then they take it away. They frustrate people. They make people crazy. I went down that borderline, but crazy to me is Mr. Tackfans. It's as high as it gets. So we're gonna come down this whole. So I have this all added out. I don't have it on here. Adding the bottom over here equals to 45. Adding this side over here equals to 54. Adding the single digits from this into the single digit pattern. What is the single digit pattern? 3 plus 2 is 5. 1 plus 5 is 6. 1 plus 9 is 10. I use the 1 here, but I like to use the 10 because the 10 is a number. Okay, the 10 is a number. It's 2 cycles of 5. 1 plays in the center. So I should only add it up to a single digit, and I do. It's 45. There's 36 numbers here. Okay? There's 36 numbers here. 11, 12, 16, 19, 20, 21, and 7 is 28, and 9 is 37. What I added up was only the first column of the multiplication and the addition to get the 45, 54. 45, 54. When I add up, 1 and 8 is 9, 4 and 2 is 6, 5 and 4 is 9, 45, 54. This is the foxhole inside the sun. 99 again. Jupiter, 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 Jupiter. 2, 1, 2 to create the 5 position equals to Venus, split by Mercury inside Jupiter. There was something else. Yes, since it's all multiplied by 3 and the addition, divide this by 3. And it'll be 1, 2, 3 ABC. Now let's take this out of the way. We're going to go into the book. I saw 2 things to do at Lincoln yesterday, and it reminded me of Lincoln, Nebraska. I know we went over this. 3 because 1 is in between 2, high and low, and 1 is in between 2, high and low. You see this? Because we fit. We're fitting things together. That's why I made it in and out. This is like the anvil. Where else am I? What am I going to do next? I'm not sure. Just a few designs. I just want to get everything out there that I've done. Here is the letter S because you have the in and you have the out. This is the way one of the flowers was growing that I saw, so I designed it. Here's the letter D. Here is a number 4 inside a picture frame. What does it mean? I have no idea. I drew it. I designed it. I'm just getting things out. What is this? 432 151 234. What is this? We've done it before. 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 4 is 9. This one over here. 432. 8. Okay. 8 minus 3 minus 3. 353. So this is what I did over here, but we've done that already. I'm just going over some thinking. I'm a little bit behind. How things can go together. Put this completely there. We can do them all this way. We can do them this way. This would be your H, separating the two sides. That's why it's this way. They bump. And this way. If we have another one of these turn up that way. See the way it is? See this area? The M and the M. 3 back to back to 3. Or in the Greek language, it looks more like E. Let me see what else I have here. July is the 7th month. 31 days, 217, the cube and the gateway. August is the 8th month, and 31 days is 248. Space, 2, 4, and 8, space. October is 10, 310. That becomes 16. You must multiply this by 186. You must multiply by 10 and then by 6. 186 is 496. 4 times 96 equals to 384. Is that correct? 4 by 96 is 384, the same number we had before. Alternate current, 31. December is 372, 216. I'm not quite sure what they all mean, but March equals to Saturn. January equals to alternate current. It's almost like an add-on month. May equals to the light. The same numbers that Jesus comes in with. April, June, September, and November, 120, 180, 270, 330, 330, 600, 78. There's 900 total here, and that stands for the birth, 696, the cycle, these 4 months. Where am I next? 16 minutes. 16 minutes. Whoa, there's just so much. I did the dartboard. Now, one of the ways to do the dartboard is to get it perfect, okay, is divide the dartboard in 2, 10 and 10. Then divide it by 5 times 4 is 20, 10 times 2 is 20. So this is what we got. 20 areas, 210 plus 75 is 285. That is the center, 285 of this. The cycle, half in the cycle. When we add 1 to 17, it becomes ACE. When we add 1 to 18, it becomes the doorway. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7, 8 and 7, 15, 8 and 7, 15. 2 circles equals 30, creation. To 19, it becomes 196, the spirit inside 9 and 6, which is 2 and 1. 1 above equals 10. 6 plus 1 equals 7. 10 and 7 equals to the gateway. Why? It's 2 times 5, 2 plus 5. It's in the center. It splits both sides and connects. At the same time, 1 to 20 equals 210. Plus 6 for the 0 is 216. Again, 9 days, 24 hours, the Mayan cycle. 2 periods of 20 because there's 2 circles, right? 2 red eyes. You know how I know? Turn the dartboard around. You'll see the other side, regardless if you use 2 circles or not. Add 6 to each one of these, 222. 0 minus 6, be 204, becomes some kind of video intake. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. The dartboard is, wow, that is such, I can't even see. I don't know how you can see. The dartboard is 10 times 2 equals 20. 10 plus 2 equals 12. 20 and 12 equals 32, equals to the doorway. 32 plus 20 equals 52 plus 4 is 56. It's the flow of the wolf. Now, whatever that means, it's the flow of the wolf, and I take that to be some kind of energy. I'm not sure what it is, okay? Now we have 5 times 4, and 5 plus 4 is 29. 29 equals plus 5, and 4 plus 5 and 4. I add up the 2 again. 29 plus 18 equals to 47. 47 and 56 equals to 103. The dartboard calculated this way equals to the land of Mercury. Equals to the land of Mercury. I'm going to go one more time and take a look at this. Just going to show you what this is. I'm not going to do it on this video. This is the roulette wheel. When you add up red on black, black on red, red on black, black on red, red on black, black on red. The first one is the GE cycle of the moon. The next one is DC. The first three is the cycle of the moon. Boom. 23 again. 27, the red sun. 42, 51, 40. Now these numbers mean something to me, and regardless of what I say, unless I go a little bit slower and explain each one in its own, it's going to be very hard to understand, other than saying this number is 2, this is 7, this is 5, this is 3, 4, this is 5, this is 9, this is 6, this is 6, this is 4, this is 6. So these are the things that I'm going to be doing, is adding up the numbers and seeing where the balance of these numbers are. Now, I don't find this video very interesting myself. It's more of a refresher, but for everyone and each their own. This is what I did at the beginning that I mentioned. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6, all the way over to 9. 5 and 4, 9, 9, 6, 3, 5, 6, 4, 9, 3, 6, 6, 6. This is all related. This says 48. This is half, but this is 3 and 9, and this is recorded to Saturn. This is 41. This is the change in your pocket. This is the way through. This is 3. This is 2. This is 9. This is 2. This is the birth. 56, the birth of BC. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3, which is the same thing as 1 times 5, 1 plus 5. 6 and 1, or 6 and 7. The light, within the light. Anytime you have 6, you automatically have 1, you automatically have 7. This is the only retainer of 7. 2 and 5 is not a 7. 9 and 9, this becomes 6, this becomes 9 and 6 rotation. This becomes 14, becomes 5 and 3 electric company. This is 7 and 6, but this must be changed. This is 6, and 6 is 12, this becomes 3, 7 and 6 becomes 13, this becomes 4, 1 and 6 becomes DC, alternate current, which means discharged current. I'm not really sure which way to look at that. 0607, let's put it a different way. 66 and 67 is 143 AC DC. 66, 60 and 60 is 120, and 13 is 133. 313, 7 and 7, 19, 19, 38. This is the running of the church, the one spirit. It seems like the one has done everything. Where do I get these numbers? Because all zeros equal 6. 66 and 67 is 133. I know I said that wrong before, so we're not going to go through the whole thing. And then again, I ran another one of these grinders. See the R letter over here creates all the same thing. I put it like that. This takes 2 squares, this takes 2 squares. I can't explain it right now. I'm doing this video real fast. I'm not happy with this video. The star. Each one of these, I put it against a dartboard. And what do I do against the dartboard is this. This will create an area of 3. This will create an area of 3. This will create an area of 3. This will create, so there's 12 total. And there's 8 left over. This is the same thing as 2 times 6, 2 plus 6, which is in Venus and Saturn. And this is when you run the dartboard. Now, if I want to run 10 and 10, I'll split the dartboard. I'll put 10 on this side and 10 on this side. Is that the way? Can we split the dartboard that way while everything's doing this? Yes, we can, by chopping out a section of numbers. We no longer have 20 numbers on the dartboard. We will now have only 18. And if we slice it the other way, we will only have 16. Now remember, the circle of the dartboard is where I have to pass my line, so I have not done this yet. I must go in and take a look. So reality of this video is I'm way off and way behind. I don't want to do anything else. I sat down by the park today, and I just want to add on so I don't leave this out. I don't know exactly where it is. There's something missing here. No, okay. I'm going to try and put it up in, how can I do this? I'm going to try and put up what I saw today. What I did is I took my green glasses and I put my camera in front and I took a picture of the sun, and the sun came out blue. So I need to know what's in that sun, because for green to come out blue, how does green come out blue? Someone who knows colors will tell me how the sun came out blue. In fact, the sun color looked like this. I took a picture of this sun with green glasses. Okay, green and yellow equals to blue. See the man over here with his arms spread apart? And he embodies everything. Anyways, Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. In a video I'm not too happy with, but I must be happy because these videos must go out. They must go out. It is what's in my mind. I will duplicate everything, and eventually things grind out to say something. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.